Alright, so today we're going to be in here taking a look at the Windows Longhorn build at the 3683. This is just my first time going over it. I'm sure y'all have seen it a million times. I typically mess with 4074, 4094, one of them two. Oh god, what is this? I haven't seen this. But yeah, I usually mess with the later post-reset builds. Never really had the drive to go back to these because I'm like, it's just XP with a theme. But I figured I'll test that. Is scale and resolution? Alright, this is weird. Thank you for giving me this. Alright. And that should look a little better for you. What is there to look at? Well, first I do know one thing. I do not have a single ISO piece of software. Wow. So I need a way to get things to this. Is the Magic ISO website not a fucking website anymore? Has the time finally come where they stopped paying for their domain? Wow. I think so. Well, pour some out for Magic ISO because that shit's dead like as hell. This isn't what I wanted. This is nothing that I wanted. Don't download this shit. There we go. Download that shit. Thank you. Oh god, what did I click? I went too far over. I clicked my OBS. So here you go. Here's a very old piece of software for you. This is what your grandparents used. It's just, I've always used this one to stay very lightweight, easy to use, pretty much ISO thingy. Save that, just a Longhorn disc. There you are. Let's get at least this over to it. Let's see what autoplay looks like, if anything even comes up for it. Guessing not. I'm not seeing a sidebar either, which I'm pretty sure this version should have a sidebar. Enable the sidebar. There we go. No widgets, no nothing in it. Wow, that's empty. Wow. It's almost like it's a beta. You know? I do have tweak NT. I can put that on here too. Ooh, what does this say? XP professional still. Alright, so it looks like there is a no autoplay that's gonna come up for that. Something I did want to see. It looked like the calculator is different here. Oddly. So I'm gonna have to try to run that on a modern version of Windows here. But first, let's go into the My Computer, see how this looks, and pretty much like XP. That's XP through and through. This UI is just so not stitched together well. Like at all. Just red line. Fuck it, run a red line through the settings. Freak them out. I don't need it. I could have sworn though. Huh. Oh, and then here's like that big preview thing. Oh, now they're... not good. Alright, so changing the size of those doesn't really do much. Yeah, this is just details. So that, I'm assuming, is, I don't think. Yeah. So imagine if this was Windows 7 or a good version of Windows. There'd be that bar down here with all that info. Let me see. Perfect. All that right there. That's what I'm assuming should be all this. But it's just not good. It's not right. Something's wrong. Oh my god, even these just look wonk. Like, this is just, if graphics design, like, this is, graphic design is my passion as an operating system. This is just hilarious. What's on here? You should not modify. Okay, thank you. Oh my god, this is so bad. Can you go away? What is this? Okay, interesting. DB. Makes me think it has something to do with directories. Not sure. Still using documents and settings and all that. I see some old looking icons in here, but then again, this was still XP, so it has a reason, unlike Windows 11, that still has some really old stuff in there if you go looking for it. Agent SVR. It's not motherfucking Dr. Microsoft dude from the Windows NT4. I don't know. Oh my god, this keeps coming back too. Alright, so not too much new in there. I did want to see how much worked with this. So this is really just going to see... Please play while WMIC is being installed. Never seen that one before. But just wanted to see how much WMIC modernness was in Longhorn. Maybe if anything was added here that wasn't in XP. But I think most of this did work in XP. Yeah, well, that works. That all should work, but we're in a VM. Wow, I think everything actually just works. When? Ooh, that's interesting. So everywhere, this is all wrong. All that shouldn't be there. It's all just gobbledygook. I'll show you how this should look. There you go. So all that there is what this doesn't support. But it registers this as if we're running Windows 2000 Professional, which is what Windows, to my understanding, what it's reporting as, you know, on a deep level. Or a deeper than, you know, your commercial, oh, I typed a WinVer kind of level. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's looking like it might have been built off of 2000. Sorry, I had to make in some coffee. It's certainly interesting. Um, 3683. So if I just prefer and get the Windows version number, it is 6.0. Wow. An NT6 operating system reporting itself as Windows 2000. NT6 has had such a long life, it's crazy. And that is why I wanted to come back and do this. I mean, I'm still running Windows 8. NT6 is just my favorite version of Windows. Vista 7 and 8, they're all just bang on in terms of reliability, what I think of Windows, what I think Windows is and what it should be. It's NT6. It's perfect. I mean, Windows 10, you might say the same things about Windows 8. I don't want a tablet operating system on my PC. I don't the store and all that. Yeah, Windows 8 does have it. Has it all right here. But I never have to look at it. I don't want to use it. I don't use it. And I never see it. You know, I want to go into the control panel. Nothing's going to just throw me in there. Everything that I need is going to be right here. I don't have to go through that interface if I don't want to. I'm not going to have to, I'm not going to click something out of the start menu, and it's going to force me to use one of those apps. It's going to use a traditional 132. I can't stand it. And there's just so much bloat in 10, and even when you remove all the bloat in 10, which I have, it still just crawls where 7 flies. And I don't jive. So I did come back. I wanted to, really experience the first version of Windows to identify itself as NT6. And this is it, so that's pretty cool. Even though it's kind of ugly. And the other thing I liked about it was its BIOS date. If you can see, I still have the BIOS date set up there, which kind of just threw me off when I saw it. September 23rd of 2002, which is quite cool considering that is my birthday. Although a little older than 02, but month and day, right? I won't say exactly how much, but I'm old enough to remember 02. I'm old, but I'm not that old. What else is in here, though? Try MBO. Wow, okay. Had all that. Had BIOS. Alright. It's pretty complete. Don't remember exactly what all XP had, but I think there's a few new things in WMIC here. I remember a lot more not working on XP. Yeah, none of that works either. This actually might be what... Yeah. I bet post-release, or post-reset Longhorn, that would work. Because Vista is where these were added. So that would be fun, just go through NT things and see where they're like, let's update WMIC. Anything else we can do in here? See if that works. And no, it does not. EX. What was the command? I made this and evenized it. Was it just still term XP? Oh, it's cax. Alright, so that's the Explorer gone. So what I want to test with this is the sidebar. Nah, part of Windows. Well, part of the Explorer. So here, say on the main system, if I terminated Explorer, which I can just do that. So just closing the Explorer, the sidebar stays there, because they're just two independent pieces of software. So that's something interesting. This is always what I use though. I put it here? No. Oof! The memory cannot be read as red. Oh, the memory cannot be read. Alright, did it change though? Yes, it did. IE6 shipped with this. I'm really not seeing anything different though. Hey, identifies as Longhorn XP here. I mean, this is really just like a DeviantArt fucking packaged, modified Explorer with a really bad theme. That's really all this seems to be. Alright, I don't think that's gonna do a goddamn thing. God, and that just looks bad. I didn't even press anything there. You type, just wait, and it just refreshes and goes away. That's funny. Alright. Let's see how like music looks. Oh my god. This is so bad. It's just so bad. So nothing new added here. Good thing I looked at that because I'd have called it 7. But it looks like it does actually have working, you know, information up here. Can you stop sticking to the trackpad, please? God, my trackpad is just a old vinyl album cover. My mouse just keeps wanting to stick to like the printer shit on it, like the ink that makes it up. Alright. Ooh. That was jarring. Oh god. Okay, that's just not good. Now I do wonder, let's just check these out. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yeah, this is what I want to see, browsing my Windows Explorer, just random fucking stock images of random people. Yeah, just plaster that right there in my downloads folder, thank you. I think I got random motherfuckers living in my windows. Alright, so let's go through here. Wow, that's still in here. Default.pif. Shortcut to a DOS program. Oh, what? All the way up to 640. And then this... So what, does this pretty much run DOS in a box? Okay. This was always interesting. I never understood why the hell this was in here. Alright. I'm gonna have to investigate that a little bit. So you cleared that one, nothing. Okay. Alright. So nothing. Okay. So it does still have the command, which is kind of DOSy. Okay. Alright. But this is 32-bit. Did regular 32-bit versions of Windows have this? God, no. I do. Damn, I have X32 XP installed on a VM, but it's set up under my old installed Windows. Could just go and mount it, but and then reset it up that VM and boot it, but that's a lot of work. That's interesting though. That might just be a byproduct of this being X32. So this is going to emulate and piggyback off of x86 as easily as this system is going to be able to piggyback and run x32. So that could just be, I don't know where I'm going with that. But if we go here, and we go to CMD, and we run mem, it's not going to do anything. It's going to do something here because I have my own mem command. But even if I didn't, or if I didn't, you wouldn't have seen any of that. So whoops. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of DOSy under the hood. I didn't expect that, but maybe I should have because it's X32 and Windows XP. Still getting some use out of the system folder though in this version. Nowadays, the system folder is rather drowned. I'm pretty sure the only thing in there is accessibility. Yeah, speech stuff. Literally nothing. Now is, oh my god, this is so bad. So then why default to it? Let's see, does this revert to the old Explorer? No. Well, what if I close the window and reopen it? Yeah, it does. Kind of. Okay. So let's use this to at least just get around. Nope. Never mind. Oh, Movie Maker. Oh, take me back. Oh, yes. Oh, the good old days. Y'all kids ain't know nothing. Alright, this is like really painful just to get around. Pretty quick theme switching though between these. Usually that takes about forever and a day. Where was 3D Pinball stored? You know, it'd be great if I could see more than like one folder at a time. Or just, know that nothing's being cut off up here, which always, oh, it's in here. Oh, it's here. The fucking limelight of the YouTube nerd convention right now. There's no sound, there's no... Oh, why does Windows sometimes do this? Alright, so Windows XP, some godforsaken times when you install it, there's just no audio thing in the bottom right hand, or yeah, in the taskbar. And you gotta manually click it and turn it on. I'm not even gonna chalk that up to a beta thing, because I've had this happen on so many just bog standard XP installs. And you gotta manually put it in there. And it's just so annoying. Cool little theme look on it though. Never got why that happens, it just does. And I mean, we had a sound driver, everything worked. Going right off into it. So something we can do is run tweak nt, remove this time bomb, set a write date and time, install additions, because this is just XP. XP additions are going to work, I'm sure. See if we can't get it online. So let's eject this. And where's tweak nt? Is that not pinned? Why did that get unpinned? That makes no sense. Okay. Tweak nt. Alright, get that out there. Then I'm just gonna go here and get us a web browser to that's gonna need VC redistribute. Yeah, we'll just Internet Explorer 6 it up. Let's tweak nt everything we're gonna need, sure. Just want to save. Alright, devices. Put that back in. Hey, now we got something. Literally just the Explorer popping up though. Alright, let's get this time bomb out of here. So that we can keep using this polished turd that's totally not copying Apple's Aqua theme of the time. Which, I mean, that just popped in my head. Let me, you'll get to see where I might be applying to. Alright. Mac OS Jaguar. This should be 10.1, yeah? I guess this was 10.2. But we can see totally no inspiration gained. Nothing. Totally coming up on this completely separate. Nobody spying on anyone. Nada. You know. God, I love it. That just popped in my head. That's just... Oh, Microsoft. And I think they were working on Tiger at this time. And so this really even predates. Or no. I don't know. I can't think of the timing on this. But I'm sure this isn't coincidental. And Microsoft and Apple, I'm pretty sure I know who'd be the one copying there. And it ain't Apple. Sorry to say, I love you Windows, but alright. Let's see if that works. We need to reboot immediately. Sure. So I do really like this log off screen or sign in screen as well with the date and time at the top. That's cool. Also, what the fuck is today? September 15th. Getting close on 19-year anniversary of this BIOS date. Well, can you do it faster, Windows? There you go. Sometimes you just gotta yell at it, you see? Oh, and here after this, if I remember, I'll show you guys how to easily set your BIOS state in VirtualBox without messing with a bunch of shit, before installing something like Longhorn. So now, fucking volume is gone again, and that's just a Windows XP thing. That's not a beta thing, I swear to God. I hope somebody else out there feels my pain. It's not gonna open. Oh my God, we crashed it. Oh, this is cool. Title text is centered, which again is something that never happened in Windows. From Windows 3.1 to Windows 8. They're the only two operating systems where it was centered like that. I guess they toyed with it a bit in Longhorn. Yeah, this isn't coming back. Cool. Thank you, Windows. Very spicy, very hot. Control-Shift-Escape is going to get us nowhere. I just tried that. There we go. That was terrible. I did not want to recover from that. Hey, that came back though. There we go. Now she's booted. Alright. Command prompt doesn't have an icon. These fucking cats, I'm gonna kick your ass. Get the fuck out of here. Don't turn your back. Don't try to come back in. Just go. Just go. You want it out. You made the decision. Fuck off. Alright. So we're back. Why doesn't command prompt have an icon? 14 days off for activation. That didn't work. Remove. Add days? Well... times 10, sure. 3640. Seems like something... I probably should have been able to come with that off the top of my head. I'm not smart though. I want to be able to change the date here so you can have at least some hope online. You don't want to work. You're about to add a time bomb that has already expired. Are you sure you want to do this? Bitch, how? Oh, I should, because that is, like, gonna be 2012. Let's do 25 years. 91, 25. Eh? What? Damn, I almost want Fulton Allen doing that one. Has already expired. Bitch, no. But sure. We'll need to reboot immediately. Yeah, doubt it's gonna fucking work. I think so. Windows is shutting down one of these days. "35 minutes of just fucking around." That's Windows. God, and the setup music for this, I wish I was had my recording ready, but I didn't think to record the setup because it was just Windows XP through and through, all the way into the end, and then they hit you with this fucking Donkey Kong horror fever dream music, It was like, I'm expecting the XP installation track, and then to get hit with that shit. Dude, I was ready to punch a bitch. It's awful. Okay, I think we're gonna run into Explorer issues again, so I'm gonna hit it with the... Restart the Explorer, and this fucking cat at the door. Come on. Made a decision you wanted out. Yeah, so the Explorer is severely borked here. So what this EXR command is doing is just sending a task kill, and then relaunching Explorer after it closes. And it cannot kill it. So the Explorer process is borked. And it seems like this is going to happen first. But there it is. But then right out... Okay, so it's still starting. There we go. And now it killed it, restarted it. Alright, so now we be Gucci. And I don't see anything about the time bomb, so I think that 25-year thing went through. I'd like to imagine. I'd like to hope. Alright, so September 15th. I'm just fast forwarding through my life here. 2021. And it's 12. What did that say? 14 days. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I may better remove this time bomb. So, I'm just gonna say F it. And without installing additions or anything, because I can't even install additions now, unless I take the time back. Alright, so we are online. Which, I mean, I could have done a... $6:05. I just can't believe NT6 goes back this far. I never even thought that these early Longhorn builds would carry that name. Alright, this is really bad. You know what? This is probably the sidebar fucking over the Explorer. Alright. So I'm just going to set the date and time back. And we're not going to be able to do too much on the internet with this. Because most anything aside from Google right there is going to give us a certificate error because of the date. Oh my god. September 15th, 02. That'll work. At least it should. So let's insert guest editions. And let's run this in compatibility mode with XP, because this will pick up the 6.0 tag and try and install Vista editions if not. See, we have 2 stamps down here. One covered up by the taskbar, so if you move your taskbar anywhere else, you gotta look at that. That's cool. This is all typical Windows XP right here. because it ran flawless all the time. It never had any issues. Nobody ever remembers struggling with this. I mean, I will say XP was very solid, but it did have its issues. And it was things like this. Now, this is definitely a little bit exacerbated. By now, XP would have shut down, but this is just gonna keep erroring over and over again. Which I haven't seen it this bad in XP, but XP does do this. So just end it. Oh fucking god, you're vicious. Oh god, this cat. Would be interesting to see this running with additions though. Get a full 1080 16:9 res out of this. Although it can be difficult. Like Longhorn, I can get that running full drivers and everything, but it doesn't like 16:9 resolutions, and it only gives you options for 4:3. Oh, fuck. The date updated to 2021. Yeah, this might be where we call it. I do have plans to check out, and way more in depth, check out some Windows 2000s betas, some Whistler betas. I'm sitting on a lot of others, a few obscure ones. None that are out, or like not out, and easily available, just ones that most people don't cover. I got some NT3 betas, things like that. Yeah, I might go down, check a few of them out. Especially a few that are a little more like Daytona here. Do I have that set up? No, I do not. Yup. So that's dicked. Or actually, we can fix this. Although it did just crash. Like, that shit just crashed hard. Alright, I'll show you how to set your BIOS state. Totally forgot. So what you're gonna need is, I usually use a MS-DOS boot floppy, and set the date and time with that, but this operating system, or VirtualBox, no longer supports floppy disk controllers, which is really dumb and really annoying, makes no sense, and it just makes shit a bitch for everyone. So now, it's still the same process, but you're going to need to go and download the ISO file for DOS 7.1, which is just a DOS installer, but on a CD. And I'll show you what I do. So let me just find that, DOS 7.1, and we can reboot this. Just slap that shit into a tizzy, into the DOS, and so we hit 1 to launch the installer, and then we leave the installer, and then you just type date, and we can do September 23rd of 2002, and take the disk out, and reboot. And we should see that BIOS state come back up. And we should be able to get back in. $2021, why? This is not making sense. That's how you do it though, that's how you install it. But now it's really wanting to Oh, it's the additions doing it, so it's doing that. Yeah. So there ain't no tricking it once additions gets involved. That's sad. It looks like it's working though. Like I expand that, and then if I reset it, will it take up that full res? That's gonna want to keep snapping back. Yeah. I'm sure it would though, but yeah, that shit ain't working. Unless I might be. Oh, but then there's gonna be no drivers. I got an idea. This might let us boot. Wow, that was immediate. Alright, date 09/22/02. Why do I keep wanting to do the 22nd? Alright. Oh man, 30 seconds? Just gonna reboot that shit. So now our date and time should be correct. One would hope. It is not. It keeps syncing to the host clock. Man. Alright, well at least this is the same month and day, so I can like... Oh god, that's the 16th. At least we can make this a little bit easy. Alright, September 23rd, 2002, let's go. I don't know, I'm trying to save this so much. There we go. Yeah? I did have more I wanted to do with this too, but I might have to save that. Or actually, we can do that right now anyway. So what I'm going to do is hop on into the, there it is, hop on into the ISO file. And did this use, oh, this did not use WIM files back in these days. Why did I think it did? Okay, so that did end up booting, but even still. Damn it. Tried to hammer Control-Shift-Escape. Yeah, it didn't work. So that's it for that install. Can I... Power ISO could, but... Hey, I can. Oof, an autoexec.bat file. What's in here? Nothing. That's probably just legacy. A boot INI. Where did you go? This is now scary. there's nothing here. But it is, so it's an invisible file that I can't even make visible because I can't see it. But it's here on the desktop. That's scary. Let's hope I can delete it. Reassuring. Alright, so that's just gonna be on my desktop now. Alright, so I wanted to take a look at though. Just some of these things. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Notepad has a chance of running though. Ah, not a thing. Yeah, as I would have thought. Doesn't work. Actually, Notepad I really would have thought would have just ran. I guess System 32s are most of the executables are going to be. I don't think any of these are really going to run here, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, that's sad. Can't open, or it's open. What? Oh god, yeah, it is open like 12 fucking times. I did try. Launched something there. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much just, 6.2. Shouldn't this be 6.3? Yeah. So this is a different version of command prompt. Because if I... See how that says 6.3? It says 6.2. So this is an older version of command prompt, and these all only show up to 6.2 max, which is very weird. So like say I ran the NT4 version of command prompt on this version of Windows 6.3, it'll say 6.2. Run it on Windows 10, it'll say 6.2. Even tested Windows 11, they still say 6.2. Thinking that's definitely not where that tops out at, because why would Microsoft in 1997 know that NT is going to end at 6.2 and go up to NT10? They didn't know that. Nobody knew that. They didn't hard code that in there. So maybe Windows to this day is still just NT 6.2 at its core, and they're just not updating a version string somewhere because they're not actually changing or doing anything. They're just making it worse with bloat. And it's still just Windows NT 6. But you know, whatever. I'm sorry, just Windows is so fucking bad nowadays. It's literally no improvements, nothing changed to the operating system. It's just how much needless shit can we throw in here? Is this an X32 version of Edit? I will shit my pants if so. Damn it. That is X16. Fuck, I've been looking for an X32 version of this, like, my whole life. And I don't think it's ever gonna exist. If it does, it'll never be found. Login.cmd. Obviously shit for a telnet server. No fucking clue. Log hours.dll. Wow. That's an old icon. Pretty sure that's the MP3 decoder used by Windows Media Player, at least back in those days. Nowadays they're probably built in as the same program, but it's kind of leased software back in those days that Microsoft reached out to another company for, if I recall correctly. Another notepad. Still, this one don't work. Compatibility. Let's try compatibility for Vista. Nothing. Compatibility for XP. Nothing. And it wants me to delete it, so I know there's not a process being started. Is that moving? Am I being tricked? I think that's an optical thing to make it look like it's moving, but that's a dope image, so I'm keeping that, thank you. Wondering or hoping to see if maybe paint will at least work. Oh, power CMG, so we did have all that stuff. I guess it just didn't support being used in the way I'm using it with this. Which, if you're curious to see how that one should have looked, it's just a way to adjust the power plan and command prompt. Oh wait, we completely passed up MS Paint. Old XP icon. Unable to create a new document. Strange. Oh, does it say OPL up there? No, LE. Alright, well, that might be what calls it for the night. Program Manager. Oh, ooh, that's interesting. Why does the Program Manager summon an Explorer window? I have ran many versions of Program Manager trying to find one that'll just work on a modern version of Windows. None of them do anything. The ones that are X16 will say, you know, you can't open this, it's X16. But the X32 versions all just do nothing. From many versions of Windows XP in 2000, they just do nothing on a modern system. This is the first time I've had one just do something, and it opens an Explorer window. That's interesting right there. Well, that one scared me. I This random loud ass dog from the middle of nowhere started shouting. Thought it was Meme Dog. It was not Meme Dog. Alright. How's that version number? So 2 months after the BIOS date is when this is dated. And so is this. Step this one back a tad. 95 is still just... And then XP. That's just so strange, but why? So if you are watching this and somehow don't know what the program manager should be, it is the way that you'd interface with Windows back in the day. So when there wasn't the Windows Explorer, we had this, and this is how you got anywhere. That's not working here, but you know, this was your start menu, this was your desktop, this was where it was at. You wanted to go through your files, you used WinFile. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Really like this interface. Wish I could still choose to use it without the bloat that is Windows today. And I'll show what's on Windows 95. After that hellish beep. And I'll show this still persisted even though the Explorer was, you know, the predominant way to use Windows. Program Manager hang around for a really long time, oddly enough. No, that's not right. So then I'll show you what this would have looked like in conjunction with the Explorer. It's actually the last thing I was messing with. So you can see this is 95, this is how, pretty much this is what WinVer kind of became. But then the only difference there from Windows 3 to here is instead of little icons, you have these, you know, like minimize windows. Well, this is how it worked, and it hang around for a while. It was still in here. Eventually, over time, 95, some of these versions, you just open Program Manager, and it's set up exactly how you'd want. And even better, I mean, there's a whole Documents tab here. And this is live, I mean, should I say. You know, you put something in your Documents folder, it's going to show up here. Which is actually a really, really nice, cool improvement to the Program Manager that I'm sure no one but real power users who switched their shell back to the Program Manager knew about. And it seems like this is where they stopped. Because Windows 2000, NT4, so on and so on and so on, you open the Program Manager and it's a blank slate. You have to set all this up yourself, and something like this Documents folder, I wouldn't even know how to set that up myself. Yeah, it would be cool to see this come back on a modern version of Windows easily, and something like how it's here on 95. Hope that maybe one day I'll be exploring some Longhorn CDs and find a version that'll launch here. You know, on a modern version of Windows. I do want to, on the whole program manager thing, is this an ISO file? Yeah. Thanks, Windows, for your confusing icons. Alright. Sources? Jamais. Out. No install Wim on this either. But, yeah. So I'll be checking this one out next. Probably do a video on it. This is going to be the first post-reset build. Also curious to try some of the software on this, see how it runs on Windows 8. Sure, a lot more run from here. What build was this? We tried. Yeah, 3683 just seems pretty proprietary to itself. Like, that was just totally locked down, take it as it comes, don't fuck with it. So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Hope you enjoy just fucking around in an old beta version of Windows.